realchat.com.
The fall season actually a very popular time to buy a house. So if you are looking to sell or to buy, you are in luck this morning because Eric Tidmore is on the show with us. He has 1% lists here in town. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Julie.
Okay, I was telling you before we got on the air, in my neighborhood, there are 4 or 5, I think, houses I can think of right off the bat, there could be more, that are currently for sale. And it seems like the days of listing and closing in a matter of weeks is kind of over.
It is. It is. Now, if you have a product that, is a perfect price, condition, location, you could still be in luck. But otherwise, days on the market are rising.
What's the average right now?
We're over 60 days.
Over 60 days on the market?
64, actually, is our current number.
Okay, and would I be right to say that if we went back in time even a few months, it was closer to 30?
Probably right around the 40 range.
Okay. Well, okay, but if you're looking, just like you talk about interest rates seeming high, but the truth is they're kind of what they were for a long, long time. They're kind of normal.
Exactly.
Is that 60-day time frame really kind of normal?
It is. It is. If you backed up 10, 11 years ago when I got into real estate, the average days on the market were around 60 days.
Okay.
But we come through that whole 2020, 2021, 2022.
Right.
You were selling houses in hours. You were selling them for over asking, no home inspection, no appraisal. And it really changed the perspective from a lot of sellers and a lot of buyers.
You said if you price it right, or if you have something special, it can go quickly. Talk to me about pricing it right, because I'll tell you this really fast. My older daughter's 27, so she's that age of people looking to buy their first home, but prices are just so high.
They are. And that is one thing we really have not seen any price decrease, coming out of that hot area that we went through.
Right.
But with that being said, today, if you go look at a house, the chances of you getting closing costs, contributions, your buyer's agent commission now is considered a concession. You're going to get some pieces that you certainly would not have got a couple of years ago.
So when you're talking with your clients, we'll talk sellers for a minute.
Absolutely.
Somebody comes to list their house with you. It's kind of a bit of a contract that they sign, so both people want to be comfortable, right?
That is correct.
Are you hearing from them? Are you trying to find out what's the most important to you? A quick sale? The money on the house? Do you want to know those things?
Absolutely. Met with a client yesterday. We listed her house. She's building a new house out of town. She's needing to close on that house, around the first week of February. Well, we certainly know we're gonna price the house where the house needs to be priced ultimately. But we do know we've got probably a 30 or 45 day period that if something doesn't happen, we're probably going to have to reevaluate where we stand and maybe make a few changes.
There was times too, you go back even a couple of years ago, where people were afraid to have any type of a contingency offer.
Absolutely.
Is that becoming more common?
It is. You're seeing more. But anytime you take a contingency, if you had your home for sale and I was representing you, and we do take a contingent offer on a home to sell.
Correct.
Contingent on a home to close, different story. Contingent on a home to sell, we're going to have a right of refusal, meaning we continue to market the property, and if another offer comes in and we negotiate terms that you're happy with, we start that timetable. 48, 72-hour right of refusal.
Okay.
The first group of people have the option to move forward, or they're off the deal and the new clients are purchasing your home.
You mentioned a contingency on closing. What would that be?
That would be if you had your house listed, you were under contract, you found the perfect house you wanted to purchase, you would purchase that house contingent on yours closing. Already under contract.
Oh, I see.
Contingent on closing.
I gotcha.
Which is safe. That's a pretty safe bet.
You're farther down the ball field.
Absolutely.
Okay, talk about the buyers out there. I mentioned the cost of houses, especially for first-time buyers, but the truth is there is a wide price range?
Absolutely. In our inventory, we currently have houses, down a little below the $200,000 mark. We've got listings upwards towards $850,000, $900,000. Well, we've actually got one closer to $1 million.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, if you're out buying today, there's options. If you talk to the right mortgage broker, you've got options for rate buy down, and that can be short term, or you can look at a long term rate buy down.
Right.
There's a lot of options that still make the house affordable.
Do you think it's a good idea, whether you're the buyer or the seller, to make sure you're very educated on that vocabulary?
Absolutely. You need someone in your corner that's done this before, done this a lot of times, and lead you the right direction.
abandoned the elephant in the room, which is the name of the business, 1% list. Do explain for people what that means if you're the seller.
1% list, we list your house for 1%. In essence, you know, we've got agents in our market that are charging 4% to list the house. You know, that's a 3% saving. The average that we've always seen historically is 3%. So it's a huge amount of money that we save you. It's full service. We do everything, professional photos, full negotiation. If you've ever sold a house, you're going to get the same experience, but better.
We live in a website world. We'll share your website with our viewers, but do you like it when people call you to talk?
Absolutely, absolutely. Reach out to us. We have actually a full marketing program.
Okay.
We can email over. If you want us to visit your house, we can visit your house. We can get a game plan together, or we can just send you the marketing program.
Well, there you have it. The phone number, if you want to call for that, is 423-355-LIST, which is 5478. Sell, the number 4, the word 1.com is the website. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you so much.
West Jelena.